Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me. Welcome back to the stream. I hope you're all doing well. We are back to EU4 today. It's only been a week since finishing the Gnome campaign in the Amberna mod, but already I was starting to miss the game, and I thought, you know what? I can play whatever I want, we're just gonna go back to more EU4. I've been thinking I maybe want to go back and do a little bit more vanilla. It has been quite a while since I've played vanilla. I've been playing mostly the Amberna mod, a little bit of other conversion mods in between, but very little of the vanilla game. I think the last time I played vanilla was a couple months ago, and I was trying out some of the new Timurids stuff. They continue to be one of my favorite nations, and man, is the new mission tree a buff. The amount of stuff they can get before you even commit to forming the Mughals and get all of their bonuses as well, it's mad. I think if I go and try another World Conquest run, it will definitely be a Timurids into Mughals run. But today, I'm going back to my absolute favorite type of nation to play in EU4, and it is Hordes. So, let me pull up the game. Let me turn off that music. And here we go. We'll give there we go, give Streamlabs a second to find the game. So, Hordes. Wonderful nations. Raising is a fantastic mechanic. And I want to go for some achievements. Specifically, I want to try and go for the achievement KHAAAN to conquer enough land to form the Mongolian Empire before the Age of Absolutism, so around 1610. It comes 10 years after global trade spawns. Global trade spawns soonest in 1600. As far as a plan for this, I don't have a strong plan, to be honest, beyond pay closer attention than I usually do and try to be at war more often. I think I've made a mistake in the past of taking too much land in one go. You really want to be taking max money and then taking as much land as you can afford, but I always try to force as much land as quickly as possible so I could take countries down as quickly as possible. And that left me with not enough money to hire the amount of mercenaries you need to maintain this level of conquest. Now, as far as who to do this with, there's really only a couple sensible options. Theoretically speaking, Timurids can form the Mongol Empire, but I'm not inclined to do that. Oirat, the obvious one. You've got Mongolia as your vassal, you can quickly conquer all this, and if you beat the army with the Chinese emperor, you get occupation on the whole north of China and a really easy first war against Ming. And then of course there's the Great Horde. I have played as the Great Horde a fair bit. I have gotten the Gold Rush achievement for forming the Golden Horde before, is it 1500? Something like that. But I think out of the options I want to try playing as Iron today. We'll be playing in Iron Man mode. And it will be the KHAAAN achievement. Let's get in there. And let me quickly blow my nose while we're loading in. Okay, so, Irant. It's a fairly straightforward early game, right? You'd attack straight into Ming. I know that there are some strategies about becoming their tributary first and then eating up all the other people and stuff like that, but generally speaking, get it out of the way early, just attack straight into Ming. They are a decent mandate, but that will drop rapidly, and it also won't matter in the face of the capture of the Emperor event. Assuming you get it. There is a tiny bit of kind of RNG involved in this. Now, as for a few other things, we do want to get them loyal. We only have a tribe's estate, nothing else. We'll give them a share of the spoils for loyalty. Greater autonomy, because that's what we want to give. Give me all of the manpower you possibly can. That gives us with higher than 50% equilibrium. I should also try to not be so concerned with the long-term viability of this country. It only needs to last till 1600 when we form the nation. So towards the end there we can really go absolutely wild conquering over here and completely ignore AE. But we want to be a little bit more functional over in the... As for the rest of the things, religious unity is probably nice. This is not one that I would normally give out, but I think it will help us here. Every steep province gains local development costs. We're probably not going to be deving very much, if at all. Recruit minister. A national manpower guy could be useful. Tribe's military service. Iraq gets warrior contribution, which is 10 years of land maintenance modifier and reinforced speed. And enables race host. That could be useful, I'm not sure. Stability modifier. They gain unity through an action. Automatically complete their agenda. The succession crisis thing. Yeah, I don't think we want to go for any of those at the moment. We can do conversion, so we can also do a syncretic faith. We're going to take Confucian as a syncretic faith. Could be good to do Sunny later, but we're going to conquer all this Confucian land first. And then expand into the Sunny, because Sunny gets a modifier where it's harder to convert their province. Right. I don't think we can see it in here. But we do have some Sunni provinces. There we go, minus 2%. Compared to Vashranya, which doesn't have that, and I don't believe Confucian has it either. But yeah, it's tempting to take Sunni for this. But we're going to be expanding there later and here first, and we're going to be taking a lot here and focusing here, so Confucian is the one I'll go for. Normally in a regular game I would try to not take any syncretic faith, and just go full cavalry, but I don't want to do that this time, you know? I've failed to do this in the past, so obviously I don't want to do the same things I was doing then. I'm going to try and go for a slightly different approach. Vision Quest for stability cost versus prestige, and Yellow Shamanism, that one's just good, flat out. I don't expect to be buying my stability up a lot, but it doesn't have the option. Now the mission tree is different, we'll look back at that later. We get core creation cost 20%, which is fantastic. Cav combat ability, also fantastic. Cav cost, a lot of good stuff in here. We haven't embraced feudalism yet. Some of the handful of nations that don't get it, that's the hordes. But we will as soon as we get Ming. We're making a tiny bit of money. Meh, loans. We don't get burger loans, which is unfortunate, but what we do. And then advisors. Now I've heard it said that even if you have to run a deficit and take loans, you still want to take at the very least level 1 advisor. I will be following that wisdom. Morale advisor is very good. We are going to take a couple of loans out because I want units. That's 6 and 2. This is 8 and 2. Yeah, a couple more cavalry. It's expensive, but we will use our ruler as a leader, even if it makes him more likely to die. Too few rivals, sure. Berg and Williston. Any potential allies? No. No one that we don't want to be conquering very soon. And finally, trade. We are collecting in Siberia and transferring to... That's ridiculous. Why are we collecting in Siberia? This guy is getting nothing up here. Okay, I think that's much of the setup done. Let's let it run while our units get tired and our troops move, and look at the mission tree. It's been changed in a recent update. The Tumor Crisis. That's that's for the capture the Emperor thing. Permanent claims, which are good. If we capture the Emperor in battle, we get the Fate of a Chinese Emperor event, which I think is a choice between like getting claims and actually it tells me, doesn't it? Event insight. Yeah, option 1, we befriend him, we lose morale and siege ability, we get core creation cost and province war score. Or we gain 1 mil power and some stability. We'll probably take the second one, and then the rest of this is mainly just about integrating Mongolia, conquering China. We have this for conquest into the Timurids, which we will be getting to fairly soon. Legacy of Gold for if you're starting off over there. I do like how they've set up the mission tree. We're kind of split it so that each horde you start as can access different parts. Tribes loyalty, horde unity. These do give nice stuff, but I don't think we're going to be paying enough attention to the tribes to get those. We do have 60% equilibrium, so maybe we'll just get it there on accident. Matters of religion, yeah. New trade routes, raiding parties have at least 35 cav, one. We'll see how that goes. Then the other thing I wanted to look at is exploit development. Now this is a feature of the game that I'll admit I have never ever used. I have never been in this menu before. I have never pressed one of these buttons before. It's technically more of a multiplayer meta to go through exploiting development and squeezing out as much as you possibly can out of every province. But I thought I'd have a look at it in this one because it's... I believe you can do it to provinces you haven't cored yet, if I'm not misremembering. And it is more money. less dev used up by gov capacity, and base tax doesn't really contribute a lot. You know, we're making 4 ducats from taxation, which is a chunk of our total income, but for a horde that's trying to do as much conquest as possible, we're going to be going through terrain so quickly that the little money we get from taxation is going to end up amounting to scraps of our total income. Our economy will be war-based, essentially. So with that in mind, I do want to do this. Oh, there's not even a confirmation prompt. You just click it and immediately it's like, here's your money, say goodbye to your dev. I see, that's already a good amount of money. We'll go through way more than this very quickly, but for a little starting cash, combine that with raising and hopefully we should be able to lower the cost of coring stuff quite significantly. He's going in quickly. I sincerely hope that he dies immediately. Hang on. He did. Wow. How's your loyalty looking? 66, 68, 85. Yeah, that's what we like to see. Ajam, Ardalan, Lurasad, Nogai, and Shervan. I hope you lose terribly. I also hope something terrible happens to the Ottomans, but that's a lot less likely. In the meantime, is there anyone I should be looking for as a potential ally? The Mamluks would be great if we could get them, but it's extremely unlikely. They're just so far away and they really don't care for us. Because all of this we want to expand into, Lithuania could snatch stuff from us, so that would suck. So could Muscovy. Poland, maybe. Really, we want the Mamluks because we want someone we can use against the Ottoman. But that might just have to wait until we've had enough time to expand over in that direction. You can keep asking me for that all you want, it's not gonna happen. These 62 months to convert. It will cause unrest in those provinces, and we've got such good religious unity. I don't think it's worth doing that. No. None of any of that. Okay, go back up to speed 4. One last cavalry to be recruited. And then it's time for war with Ming. Now this one stack is not going to be enough to actually fight Ming. They've got 62,000. So we are going to want to look into recruiting some mercenaries. Not much good available. We'll grab a free company anyway. And then get over here. We really just need enough of an army to be able to... What did I just get? Oh, right, because this is different Steam account, so I'm getting achievements for stuff I've already done ages ago, like building up an army. Did you take Confucian as a syncretic faith? Yes, I did. I don't normally, I like to stick with pure Tengri for the bonuses, but since I'm trying to go for the Khan achievement and I'm trying to play a little differently than usual, I have taken Confucian as my syncretic. And hello, Aleph, welcome to the stream. Now then, take mandate for the 50% cost. Confirm. Now we really just want to lure Ming armies over into our territory. We'll see how well it goes. This might take several restarts. It normally does anyway, and I'm going to be playing more aggressive than usual today. Maybe a little more reckless than usual. 100% Catholic and our Cath bonuses, it is very good. Okay, who's over here? Lishu Huangfu. I'm never quite sure on how to pronounce Chinese names, because I know at least some of these things are not pronounced how they're written. Okay, we're looking for Constitution is alienated, national tax, national manpower. Yes, give me that. Okay, you're running off. Over here, no one. Where are you, Emperor? Show yourself. No leader, there he is. Okay, you guys come up here actually. Let's give him some room to come out of China and move into the steppe. You can catch an army out over here, that's nice. Start reducing their available manpower. Lose one stability, we don't have any gov reform to lose quite yet. Okay. Come on out of your lands, please. Where are you going? If they split up, then that would be ideal. Worst case scenario is that they come and attack me, because that means they're confident in winning. I sincerely hope that they're at least a little worried about the steep horde army. Hey, you're just sitting there, sure, feel free to occupy that. This is a desert province, I could go in on that. 11k of them over here. Desert, steeps. This is all terrain that favors us. All it takes is like 1 or 2 good battles against Ming, and then you've got them. We can take 35 loans, so get a little bit more money. 5 is not a lot, but it looks like the biggest I can get. There are a few units around here. Where are you heading to? Okay, this no leader army is engaging on us up here, so let's go in on that. Catch 10k out. Ooh, wipe them. Nice, nice. Who's moving in here? You, and that's the Emperor. 35,000 here, that's about 40,000 troops, they do have reinforcements. This is a highlands province, we're not attacking into that. We're not taking a river crossing either. Unless they're completely isolated. You're moving off over here, you're coming up here to keep them safe. Loyalty and 1 base manpower, nice. Where are you trying to go? Let's go over here and kill one of the smaller armies. While the main one is running around over here. Split up. Steeps, highlands. Is it just this one annoying province right in the middle that's stopping us? Everywhere else is fine, and as soon as you go into China, it's... Okay. Where are you going to? You're locked in, heading this way. That's only 5k. Okay, this might be it. This might be the fight. Yes, allow him to go wherever. 2.9 morale, we're even, we've got a bit more discipline, but we're getting the shock damage for Nomad on flat terrain. Yes! There it is. Okay, take Beijing and we've got this in the bag. Assuming the Emperor doesn't die while he's under our control. Now then, we do get this. We've captured him. Option 1, befriend him. Giving morale of armies and siege ability malices, but core creation cost and province war score cost. Which would allow us to be very greedy. I could take this right before it looks like Beijing's about to fall anyway, and then we don't care about the siege ability malice. Because this is a tough fort to get down. Needs 9k. Let's not have the entire army suffering attrition on here. This is 7, or it's supposed to be 7,000 troops in total. None of the horses need to be on here. There we go, you draw back to here. Alright, we have a decision available as well, religious sacrifices. Stability cost, yearly Yeah, there's no downsides to that. Okay, they'll go cause trouble over here, but we really don't care about that. I could siege Datong down as well while we're at it. There's still 35,000 troops running around somewhere, and Datong is a mountainous province. Let's see where they go after they attack this, if they decide to engage on us. Hopefully not. Ouch, right. Okay, no, they're not coming over here. You only need 6,000 troops. So again, let's get the horses off there. They're expensive. Okay. I am curious whether I actually even need to take this decision before I finished the siege, or if I can just hang on to this. I don't know if we lose the capture the Emperor modifier. Expires on ruler death. So long as he lives to expire. Armies of great deeds, morale, siege ability. I'll just click it right before we take the siege, just in case. Which is, of course, the moment where I click it, and and suddenly our progress goes from 60% likelihood to whatever, and we lose the 99% siege roll. But you guys are going quickly, huh? Have our subject focus on... I put them on siege? No, that's enemy forts. I can never remember whether putting them on siege or putting them on defensive makes them unsiege your own lands. For the moment they're focusing on their stuff, which is fine, whatever. It's not like the AI can force us to take a peace deal we don't want to. I'm perfectly willing to sit on minus 50% war score indefinitely. Okay, that's going well. Actually, this is a complete waste of time, isn't it? Because the event, when I take Beijing, is just going to give me occupation of the entire north anyway. High war extortion, that's fine. Okay, the capture of Beijing. Take that, take that. There we go. Look at that. Okay, still at minus 21%, just from the sheer amount of stuff that they've taken. Out of curiosity, how does the potential peace deal look? Forts everywhere. Okay, good, full money, forts, and then I want to go down the side here. I've had it happen too often, where Ming starts to explode, and a bunch of people from the west here come in and start conquering stuff. And I would much rather just keep them all out from the get-go. Right. Head on over here, kill this guy, and then start unsieging our stuff. Have they taken our capital? No. Let's get there as quick as possible. We can convert provinces, but we're not really interested. You want to move off the capital, or are we going to have to go and make you? That is only 5k dudes, so let's bring our army together. Unselect you, merge this, there are 13,000 men here. No, there are 20,000 men here. Alright, 10,000 of them can go up here and deal with them. The rest can come east and prevent that from getting out of hand. Yeah, fine if you unsiege one or two provinces, but we can't let it go overboard. Maybe get another general? I think we'll need one. Yes. Right, you attach to this, and you go here, stop them. This is flatland, so we will get bonuses. Come over here, kill that. Still 42,000 of them running around, compared to my 27,000. Mandate is positive and ticking upwards. We have not yet caused enough devastation to be cancelling that out. Taking another loan. Okay, you guys look like you're scattering at our approach. Done that. You're heading up to the capital. You hopefully will go and unsiege some of that stuff. Alright, let's get these guys. Yep, good. Quick wipe. Whatever. 21,000 to our 16. In flat terrain, we should be good. If we are... Ooh, that's a little close. No, not quite. And they've got reinforcements coming in. Okay, no, withdraw. Retreat. I kill this guy. Where are you going? Here. Put this up. Send some of you over there. Send some of you over there. Put this again, because we only need... It's only a 1k stack. We only need a couple troops to deal with him. Good. Start unsieging. Annoying that they're getting some of this back under their control. But as long as they don't start taking forts, they're not going to make that much progress. Gain war exhaustion? No, I'd rather lose tradition. We're already at such high war exhaustion. Yeah, we let this. Just spread out, get everything. First army. They're down to 20k. It's very, very little. And as long as it's not all clumped up in one spot, it's too little to actually fight us. This army is now at 10k. Close. You want to wipe peace? Absolutely not. Head over there. Alright, oh, that was maybe overzealous. Yeah, that was very overzealous. I'm not even going to try and drag this fight out. Let's just retreat as soon as possible. How deeply in debt am I at this point? Only 740, which means this war will still be super profitable if we can take the full peace deal. 18k troops remaining. We have to let this stack take a little bit of time at least to recover their morale. I think that was the mistake a moment ago. I sent them in too soon when they hadn't had a chance to recover properly. Head like over here, siege some stuff of theirs while they're trying to unsiege. Even though they're semi-spread out over here, they're still too close together to not be able to support each other. Alright, looking good. When we can bring our army back from the north, that will also help a lot. No, head over there, this is being taken care of. That's all good. Maybe not that far over east. Look around here where they're actually doing stuff. Okay, last one there. You're already heading up here, so come down here. Mongolia will hopefully make themselves useful as well in a little bit. You're going there, you're going there. Start bringing the small stacks back together. They're slowly gaining manpower back, but it's not a big issue. We can't let them take this fort though, that would be very annoying. All the other provinces where it's just a small quick siege down is not an issue, but if they take actual forts then it becomes an issue. AI being annoyingly smart and actually keeping its larger stacks together. As I say that, this one starts to move off. Let's step in a little closer. Maybe I can scare them off of this siege. Oh, it doesn't look like it. Trees, go in here. Where are you going? Hanzong, and you're locked in. Terrain is farmlands, we've got the advantage. Take the battle, we have to. They're on 14%. Rebels, of course, on top of everything else. Okay, there we go, no problem. Get these guys over here. Actually, this is a lot of people. Maybe I was overzealous once again. I didn't even look at the terrain. Yeah. Ah, and this is how I get caught out constantly. Not careful enough. I've renewed a few loans, that's all fine. Okay, so this is the full extent of our troops at the moment. We have 12k guys. They have 16. How much would you be willing to accept at the moment? I don't take all of this land down the west here. I at least want the forts. Yeah. We're gonna have to stay in this at least a little bit longer. Tribe rebels, what do you even want if you need? Increased autonomy. I mean, that would hurt, but it would hardly be the end of everything. 12 ducats, 10 prestige, 22 ducats. Keeps us off the next loan for another 2 months. You're stuck here until your morale recovers. Fine. When are you coming back into play, You've got 7,000 guys? Okay, you're sieging that. That's actually fine, that's useful. The AI can be prone to doing very unuseful things when they're your vassal, but no, actually that I can make do of. What are you doing down here? Are you at war with someone? No? Oh, is anyone up here at war? They're just taking a vacation in central China for some reason. Lovely weather down here. Wait, can you move yet? No, still stuck. Ah, this is a problem. Come up here. You've taken these, but not the capital, that's fine. Minus 42%, it was going to take some time before they managed to do anything there. I think Ming is recovering manpower quicker than I am. Which makes sense, they are significantly larger, a lot more dev to go around. I'm almost tempted to restart, because I've definitely had much stronger starts against Ming than this in the past. But then, how much have I really learned from this run? Just take the battles a little better, get luckier on the sieges? I don't think so. I should stick with it longer and see what else I can learn from the run. Why are you stuck here? Why are you stuck here? You've got enough morale at this point, I would say, to be able to move. Oh. Almost half of your manpower. Why is this unit stuck? I control the provinces around around here. I control the forts. It shouldn't be zone of control shenanigans. Sure, give me admin. They're just mysteriously stuck. Mountains is not ideal. Going to the plains. I'm lucky they didn't choose to attack me here, actually. I think they might have won. How are we feeling now? What does 40 war score look like? Not very good. This would do. Or I can take slightly less money. I need at least 1,000 and then a little bit more to fund the next war. -9. All 3 forts. 1,700. Leave them with that, sure. This is not a terrible peace deal, all things considered. Not nearly as much as I want, but it's not bad. We can get a little more war score from a couple more occupations down here. We'll get a bunch if they manage to take Shenyang. Even more if we can stop them from sieging this. Still can't move you. 8k against their 6, 11, 17. If I knew they wouldn't reinforce, I would absolutely want to go for it, but they will. 14% is so low. We can gamble one little siege tick, surely. Ooh. Ah! Rebels. Nice. Okay. And we take Shenyang. There we go. How much more money can I get out of you? A bunch more. Okay, 2,300. We take all of their forts, we take Beijing, we take Shenyang, and we get... I would like to take these as well, so I've got a direct border, since this is Mongolian land. Yeah, I like this. They'll move their capital down here, so I normally also like to take this stuff. So I've got a direct line down to it, but I don't think we can be greedy here. Those rebels are going to take this province out. I've got no manpower. Yeah. Okay, take the peace deal. Now then, opening the Dragon's Gate. We get army tradition. More power, be able to use the Great Wall of China project. Nice. Our subject is disloyal, which is not ideal, and we can't even placate them right now. Give me a royal marriage. We should annex you as soon as possible. I'll assign someone to improve relations at the moment. Feudalism is pretty cheap, that's not an issue. Then we can repay all of our loans and take larger ones. That is a lot of inflation, unfortunately. Not much we can do about it. Then, by development, get a little bit more money there. And finally, let's start warring. This is already our core, huh? I thought that was minus until a moment ago. We might have had a core there already, even if we didn't own it, I'm not sure. Okay. The fact that they added the raising mechanic, even in a limited capacity, to the Timurids, has got to be one of my favorite things in the game at the moment. Being able to raise as that already kind of ridiculous nation is super, super fun. We fulfilled this. We get some manpower and the tribes lose land. Excellent. We need to win more battles. Grow in development. Okay, let's get you and you out of China. Oh, and Steam comes in with a bunch more pop-ups for achievements that I should already have. I have to see if there's some way I can sync the achievements on this account up with on my other account. We will take all this tech. Good. Renaissance has spawned. I don't think we're really in a position to def for it right now. Maybe after the next war with the extra income of monarch points we get. Ming has announced us as a rival, that's wonderful, we will rival them. We can convert provinces, we don't wanna. This, we don't want to trade company because when we form Yuan, our capital will move and will be in North China, or rather in the China subcontinent. So this will all get menaces from being removed from a trade company if we add it. Make it a full state. Dali Separatists. Oh. Yeah, it looks like Ming might splinter before they can get this under control. It's always a bit of a gamble because it's technically really better for you that Ming stays relatively strong, because you want to be able to go to war with them multiple times to acquire as much money as possible. I don't particularly feel like continuing to pay for any of these forts. A mountain fort is nice normally, but we can't fight in mountains. We'll keep the fort on. Mandate is completely in a tank, and will go down further from devastation and not having Beijing. So that's fine. Not gonna buy down war exhaustion, I think. Okay, let's see how bad our economy actually is after a month tick. We're still losing 10 ducats. Army maintenance, mostly. Woof, owie, ouch. Not as profitable as I would have hoped, Strat War. Improve relations with them so we can annex as soon as possible. Mongolia's asking for a chance to catch up in tech. And they'll pay us for it. Yeah, sure. Every little helps. We are paying to root out corruption as well. Let's go take care of this army. And then see how much, if anything else, spawns. But really we need more money, which means we need to go to war. So Korea will bring in Ming, and if we can white peace them, that resets our truce timer. Korea, a bit of an awkward one because you have to get through this mountain fort they've got up here, and it can be very difficult. But once you are through that fort, they're really not much of a struggle. And then of course all these idiots. If you can, if you've got the manpower and the money for it, it's ideal really to go and just conquer the entire, like basically conquer this entire stretch of land all in one go. But I rarely ever manage to make things line up just perfectly so I can actually pull that off. We are getting alliance offers, but no one over in the west that we actually want to ally is interested. Okay. We get these guys taken care of. I should probably dismiss the free company so that they can recover manpower, and then I can hire the larger version. I'm just a little concerned whether Mongolia will become disloyal again, but they're only at 32%, it should be fine. Let's let them siege down this one province, and then we'll dismiss them. Yeah, will become unavailable till 1458. But they will be bigger and stronger when they are available again. Our own manpower income is pitiful, unfortunately. But what can you do? We do have the estate privilege, yeah, for 20% manpower modifier. But 20% of not very little is still kind of not a lot. Okay, that's all that taken off. You from down here. If there's going to be more rebels rising up, they're going to be in the new territory, so down to the south. Yeah, all around Beijing. I'd love to buy down war exhaustion before we go to the next war, but if we're spending monarch points, it ought to be on deving, if anything. Let me just take a sip real quick. Our theologian has died. Oh yeah, we are improved by spending on advisors as well. We'll continue to do so. I can sell titles. I can seize land. Let's do just one for the moment. Our money situation's not great, but it's not desperate either. In the past, I've struggled with being too passive, and that has cost me board runs. Because you make money by being at war and taking it from people. But I do want to recover at least a touch of manpower. So I think we'll wait for a moment, and then as soon as the cores are done, I'd say. As soon as the cores are done, we'll go and attack. Korea is no longer a tributary, so we can go after them freely. But that also means we can no longer use them as an easy truce timer reset with Ming. Who it looks like are just not going to recover from this entire deal. Oh, you guys are making a move? And Nana is getting completely overrun. I think that's good. Less tanks over here means less people we have to fuss with as time goes on. Full core, all of this nonsense. Actually, Inner Mongolia we should have just let be. That was an accidental waste of money. Okay, coring is 70% done. Taking a loan. Unfortunate. Oh, excuse me. Yawning a bit. Has been some long days recently. The Jin separatists are close to rising up. I think they're going to rise up off their own accord. In a good, timely manner. If it's some of these that are like years away, I would consider provoking the revolt, just so we can get them done and out of the way before we go to war again. Embrace the reputation, execute someone for this. I'd rather lose 100 Diplo than lose admin to buy stability back up. Okay, do that with minimal trouble. I say it's on a mountain. We're gonna have to fight all of these, aren't we, before the next war starts? The Yan separatists, at least, should be fairly easy to defeat. More loans. Can I exploit any more debt? Yeah. We want to be doing this regularly. Take care of them. And there's only 2 more left. We get a little bit more manpower, which is nice. Independence guaranteed by Actually, don't really want to fight them as it stands. We almost have enough loyalty for Mongolia to start annexing them. That's good. Oh, there's no leader on this army anymore. Did you have our ruler who was a leader before, or was it the other guy? Excellent initiative, yes. It was the other guy. There we go. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Carry on them. Gan just got kind of big now. Actually, she's allied with Solon. Haishi is big enough that I can't non-co-belligerent one war it. God, was she or Ziva? I don't know how. God, you know what? I think I think maybe Oirat wasn't the right pick. I think the amount of stuff I need to keep track of and think about to play Oirat properly, I normally spend a lot of time paused and thinking before I take any action. I'm not sure I can maintain that and chat to stream at the same time. That might actually be a little bit too much. I'm wondering if maybe I would have an easier time as the Great Horde, because the juggling of take down China fast enough but not too fast is a little more mentally intensive than the steps involved in attacking everyone around you all the time, all day, every day. The Timurids have gotten completely dismantled. They still have Afghanistan and Fars as subjects. Sistan is looking pretty good. Sistan or Transoxiana could potentially take over to become the new Timurids. I don't know how they ended up with this one province up here. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm gonna... Partially because I don't think this opening went as well as it really could have, and partially because I think it would be slightly easier to play on stream. I'm going to switch over to the Great Horde into Golden Horde and my KHAAAN run instead. I don't know why it stopped capturing the game. There we go. Some Burgundian flags in the background there, behind whoever this fellow is. If you've ever played with the Amberna mod, I highly recommend reading the tooltips because it's partially just quite interesting lore, and also a bunch of like memes and in-jokes about Amberna that are quite funny. One of them is just in all caps, tell him. I need to check if there's actually a tell him mission tree in the mod. Okay, there we go. Great Horde. We'll take the same name. Overwrite that game. I like the Tengri for playing the hordes in the east, but being Sunni, being able to propagate trade, having the land that's got conversion modifiers already of your correct religion, there's just a lot of upsides to this, and you can form the caliphate later. Pretty good. Okay, Crimea. We can't go from the... Who's allied to whom? Who's going to be allied to whom? I want to ally Uzbek. And ideally, the Mamluks. Might happen. And ideally, I want Kazan and Nogai to not ally anyone before I'm ready to go declare war on them. But we will likely not be so lucky. Okay. 1, 2 to bring us up to an even number. And then 1, 2, 1, 2, bring us up to 4. Take a die. These land. Take all of this stuff. We probably don't need a religious unity boost. We also don't particularly need the crown land, so why not take the extra loyalty equilibrium? Then we need a bunch of fat land, we need a bunch of this land, then the same brilliance against the Timurids mission that all of them get, and all of this stuff down here. Okay. Crimea, Nogai, Kazan. Since we're allied with Uzbek, hopefully they will choose not to ally either of these guys since we've rivaled them. Merchants. One of them is collecting in Kiev. What on earth? I do sincerely question the setup of merchant distribution at game start. I'm not sure what the thought processes behind that was. Might be that they were made way back when, and whatever system was different at the time. We don't start with any claims, and we don't get any until we've raised 20 provinces. That doesn't give us any claims. We gain a permanent claim on the Carpathia region after we own 25 provinces in Kenya, and after we own 3 provinces in Russia, or war score against Muscovy at least 25%. We want to declare Muscovy as soon as they're at war with Novgorod. See, what if anything are you up? I like Crimea, I hate it. Makes it much more difficult to attack either of them. You've got Theodora as a tributary. Now the thing with starting over here that's pretty good compared to starting in the east is that you get to snatch Crimea away before the Ottomans have a chance to do it. And if you're really lucky, that means that you never have to bother with the Ottomans at all in your entire run. It's unlikely they'll probably expand to the east enough that you have to do something to them anyway. But you can get lucky. Yeah, so there's claims on Crimea. And there is a better general. Couldn't have wasted the effort on the other one. My bad. I can sell titles. I might need to do. We are already running low on money. The Crimea allied to KHAAAN. That's unfortunate. KHAAAN allied to Crimea and Mongolistan. Nogai allied to Ajam. Let's wait a moment and hopefully the Timurids get their revenge and attack Ajam, and then I will go in on Nogai immediately. Against Kashmir. Nuisance. I really wanted you to go in on these guys. Okay, how likely is Ajam to actually mobilize itself up here? Uzbek would help with promise of land. No guy's too big to one war anyway, aren't they? Yeah, 130%. Claire and Crimea, co-belligerent KHAAAN, can't bring them in. I mean, 17k, 12k. Let's not sell titles because of how our crown land is anyway. Let's first exploit all of this. We have some pretty good dev in our lands. Trade center? No. We want mercenary. A 9 stack. That's not bad. 12. I mean, they're gonna swell in number fairly rapidly, but this is more than enough troops to like overwhelm Crimea and then swing up towards KHAAAN, or do the other way. We want to separate piece KHAAAN, so we should probably... no, Crimea is smaller. More easily occupied quickly. And they're also small enough to take in one war, right? Aren't they? Yeah. Alright, declare war on Crimea. Co-belligerent gets Mongolistan in there as well. Only defender against Sirhind in this conquest of Delhi. We can hope that they won't cross, but there's only 2 countries between us. So they're pretty strongly motivated. KHAAAN costs 149%. we'll take the risk, right? This run is going to be all about risk taking. 75% AE for all of their land. Azaraba. Co-belligerent KHAAAN. Go in. Hunt down their army as quick as possible. Want those guys dead. Take the tribute by force. We get a decent amount of money for that the first time we do it. Is that 10k stack beelining directly for our army over here? I do believe it is. And because they're low morale, they get instantly wiped. Oof. Okay, immediate misplay. Oh no, not stack wiped. Oh, that's nice. Kill these guys then. Bring him to my court. We get the Turkish Sunni natural scientist. No. We get idea cost until the death of our leader. We move towards mysticism. I don't really want to move towards mysticism, but I want the other options even less. Okay, catch these guys out. You move there. You go in over here. Lithuania's making claims against us. That's unfortunate. Really don't like that. Okay, get them. Get that. Yeah, this war is definitely in our favor. Just 1k dudes. Just to siege this one little province down. Nope, ignore them. You have 3k and you're going in on me with them. I suppose I can't blame you. It is a rather meek stack without even a general. I'm all the way back down here. Okay, and you've won a battle over here. They have no troops remaining, which means I can pull my guys back off of here. Quickly get all their provinces. Okay, hang on, I do need enough over here still to siege it. Quickly siege all of their provinces, then they can't reinforce. There we go. Crimea is neutralized. A couple of buckets out of it. Cool. Okay. Let's bring all of you together and move on to KHAAAN. How much can we take from KHAAAN now that we went through the trouble of co-belligerenting them? A good chunk. I think the gold mine is over here. Yeah, there's the gold mine. You can take all this, but we want to also take as much money as possible, don't we? Claims-wise, I have claims on everything they own, and I don't think I need to own specific provinces. I need to own a total amount of provinces. So yeah, like this, max money, get the gold mine, cut them off from Muscovy because I don't want Muscovy stealing any of their land. No need to cut them off from Nogai because I'm going to be at war with them soon as possible anyway. Unselect you, get those guys, get you attached to the 4th army. You can only have one leader. And our leader has no siege pips, so let's quickly grab him off of here. Move him over here. There we go. And I was going to move this guy back here, but actually there's enough. Well, it's a 9k siege, so let's have 10k on there just in case for safety, so that if they suffer attrition, it doesn't stop the progress. Alright, Lithuania's been junior partnered, unfortunate. Sometimes you can get lucky and they don't do it. This has been taken recently, so it would probably be not cost effective to do it again so soon. Okay, eat their army. Muscovy's declared war on KHAAAN, god damn it! No! I want these provinces, you suck so much. Put this army up. Oh, I can't reach over there. No access? Get on that gold mine. We cannot let them grab that. Sure. This, reaching that down. Go here. Yeah. Cool. You let as well. Go here. Okay. Unfortunate, but we can handle it. They let us do most of the work of actually beating KHAAAN, and then just come swoop in to take the spoils. Separate this up properly. Merge some units. Okay, you head up here, and you head on over here. There we go. You're coming up there. We should reach everywhere. Oh no, they've gotten here for us. Okay, head up here instead. We control that. You're coming in here, we control those. Okay. Romans invasion, whatever. This is... Occupied by Muscovy! Damn it! That means I can't reach the gold mine now. Occupying what in the You've still got 1,000 troops running around somewhere, but I doubt they're going to be able to do anything to retake your provinces. Okay, well, I guess we wait until Muscovy wins this siege. Or we attack Muscovy. 109 to 27. Uzbek will join me. They're not currently at war with Novgorod. Maybe not. If I could convince Novgorod to ally me and attack Muscovy together, but that's simply not going to happen. Means we are simply stuck with this unfortunate situation. I can't believe I got this province before I could. If I gotten either one of these, then there would be no problem. I'd have a line over to the gold mine. But because they managed to snatch that out from under my hands, the KHAAAN has declared war against Crimea. You're dumb. I'm gonna go and annex the KHAAAN actually. Or maybe Ryazan? They're allied with Tver. Yeah, they're allied with Tver. That's a complete non-issue. Let's eat up Ryazan before either Poland or Muscovy have the chance to do so. No, it's still not worth it. As much as I want to throw a little fit and attack and hurt Muscovy anyway. You're also coming in for a piece of KHAAAN, but it's not gonna happen, unfortunately, my friend. We'll wait them out. We'll wait and see what Muscovy does if they take anything. How much do we need to take this? Another 9k. And we've won the Siege of Crimea, which means we will be getting all for peace sooner or later. couple extra guys over here. We can start sieging that down. You're at minus 86, minus 26. Muscovy will take... Oh, we'll take that. And I can annex them. Alright, it's not perfect, but it's the next best thing to perfect, frankly. Raise and core all of it. Yes, is what we like to see. Okay, now we can piece out Crimea as well. And Mogulistan never made an appearance. Oh, is there still somewhere I missed? Here we go, one province. Right. Will you accept? No, you still reckon you have a chance. Well, they're full occupied, so it's only a matter of time until they unconditionally surrender. Sure, we have to do something. No guy has rivaled us, but we can't do anything about that while we're at war. The KHAAAAN is definitely going to be our next target. In fact, let's move the army down here in preparation. They can't get any allies while they're at war, so they've isolated themselves by doing this. We will get Theodoro as a tributary as a result of annexing Crimea, which is fine. We can even vassalize and then take them. Genoa, as soon as the Shadow Kingdom happens and they get out of the HRE, we'll attack them as well. What about you guys? Defender against Karakonlu. Allied with Hissinkaffa and Budapest. Bavaria, their subject was on. Hissinkaffa warned. Budapest will. Who are attacking against Galan, but they're also only a 7k stack, so really, I don't care. Irvin, a little bit more defended. Yeah, start this war. There's a lot of early, very quick conquests you can do around the Great Horde. Ordeyev is allied with Novgorod, which means they'll die as soon as Novgorod and Muscovy are at war. There we go, Crimea has unconditionally surrendered. Give me a second to sort these guys out, because I don't want Circassa to be at peace and able to make alliances. So I need either these guys or these guys to be unoccupied. Have you recovered over here? Yes, you have. Let's send in raiders. Nice, that's a good amount of stuff to get. You've declared on who aren't getting any help. Move our route out corruption. Got free loan. Not so bad yet. Not bad. We've won that siege. Nice, now we have an army that we can bring over here. You only have 9,000 guys in total. Let's bring our army over here and then... No, wait, they'll get black flagged. Never mind. Orduyev declared war on Ryazan. You're not getting any. Right. Circassa, full annex, all the money. Nilgai is a bit upset with us. That, get rid of the castle, core. Raise core, raise core, raise core, there we go. God, I love playing hordes. State of the South, we've got that. We get Horde Unity, Prestige, and some development. Good. Right, declare on them. Anyone upset at us yet? No guy is. the Ottomans a little bit. Wouldn't hurt to have a couple of our guys set to outrage countries. Wouldn't hurt to look around for a few more allies as well. Or people are willing to ally us once we're not at war anymore. No one particularly strong, unfortunately. That Conlu might be worth it if they're allied with the Ottoman. Yeah. The Mamluks would be good still, but minus 88, minus 133. Not minus 88 without the is at war penalty. I wonder if it's possible to overcome that, because it's a really huge penalty, but it's still a finite penalty, you know? Makes me wonder if anyone's ever managed to get that much positive rights. Positive, not reasons to accept. I read rights on the prompt and got completely thrown off. Alright, you guys aren't willing to. Tver, you're getting aged, guy. Yeah. I didn't think you'd want to stick around in this. Audio dev. Don't want to be called in against Novgorod. We want Novgorod nice and strong so they can fight Muscovy. Meantime, we annex Ryazan. Again, only Nogai complains. We are behind on an institution now. Yeah, we get a little bit of over here, but not much. Taking Gazmiku will help. Circassa has not managed to get the institution yet. Okay. Raise and pour everything. Mission fulfilled, Titan v Tartar Yoke. Gain permanent claims over a few different places. All of Ryazan, we get national unrest and movement speed. Strengthen land raids for raising provinces. We get Reaver ruler personality. Raising power gain plus 20% is excellent. Lots of goodies here. Okay, raid Ruthenia. We're not going to be attacking Poland anytime soon. Tribes loyalty 65 or greater. Goes up to 64 natural. We summon the diet. But if they give us something dumb, we can't do anything about it. We just have to accept that they've given us something dumb. Could try and take something. How's freedom office steeps? Death cost doesn't lose crown land share from developing provinces. We're barely going to be deving, if at all. So let's take that. Basically free. You guys are just going to sit there until you get full annexed, it seems. So well done on that, Circassa. Avaria's gotten integrated while we were sieging them. I did a run as Avaria once to try and get that achievement for owning all of this region as Avaria at Empire rank. But I don't think I ever actually managed to complete it. I got close, but for whatever reason I stopped the run. I can't even remember quite why. I only remember that I didn't get the achievement in the end. Okay. Who's next? No guy? Uzbek, why would you ally them when you know that I have them marked as a rival? Come on. Are they really your only option? But Yarkand is a vassal of Uzbek. Oh man, Mogulistan's gotten eaten. I guess because I killed their only ally, so Ired and Uzbek jumped on each other. Okay, well I don't want to fight my only ally at the moment. Muscovy is not at war with Novgorod yet. Genoa is still part of the HRE, it's only 1449, so no Shadow Kingdom. You are a tributary of me. And I can't vassalize you because it's dependent on Great Horde. Because you're my tributary. So annoying. Well, cancel tributary and hope that the Ottomans don't go in on them. Our truce will be until 54. We can declare on Georgia next. Shervan has Ajam, Dulkadir and Akonlu. Might be good to attack Ajam and get them to break their alliance with Nogai. Let me take a sip. Georgia's only allied with Trebizond. If I declaring on Georgia, Obelish and Trebizond brings in Theodoro, that should be perfect. Lots of stuff is being poured. Let's exploit some more development if we can. We cannot. Forming the Golden Horde doesn't move our capital, does it? Change to Golden Horde, new missions. Changes to Empire, new traditions and ambitions, and permanent claims on a bunch of stuff. But yeah, no capital move. We've got most of the provinces we need over here. This we can all do in like one war. This we can do in one war, this we can do in one war. They're pretty straightforward. The Gold Rush achievement is not a terribly hard one to get. The Khan achievement, on the other hand, this is significantly more land. And these like handful of provinces down here, as if you don't need to conquer your way through all of China in order to get it. Yeah, is Yuan Golden Horde Incarnate or Chagatai? I wonder what the conditions for forming Chagatai are, since they're no longer a tag at the start. It's now Mogulistan that presumably reforms into Chagatai. Legalism, mysticism. Move towards legalism. Who's now a great power? Muscovy. Damn. Hope they turn their great powerness towards Novgorod sooner than later. Do I ditch these guys now quickly so I can get them back bigger? Yeah, our other mercenary stacks are much larger. We'll gather the regular troops back up in the middle. 3 company. Do I send for raiders? Yes. 324 duck. Very lovely. Oh, mission fulfilled. Demand allegiance. Nice. And we get one free regiment. This could, because we don't have any manpower to actually recruit any. Also gaining very little. But we only need 1,251 to refill. So we're good on that front, really. Alright, simultaneous war finishes. Still only Nogai that's upset with us. Raise all of that. The Ottomans want mill access. Who are you at war with? Trebizond. No, that's so bad for us. I have no idea how bad that is. Bring my army over here. Hold war. Win a war without fighting a single battle. Not sure how I got that just now. Alright. All that. Part of me is willing to give the Ottomans mill access, simply because it keeps them off of my back. But I really kind of want a lot of the stuff that they're going to be looking to conquer at the moment. Oh. Do I take it for this much? That's a lot. And we can still go pretty high. But we gain innovativeness. There's only 179 days left for mill innovative. Yes. Georgia, sure, they've rivaled me. Uzbek, Shervan, Karakonna, Genoa. We're gonna be killing them. Repay loans. Wow, we are not in debt. Just straight up not in debt. These land. We're getting bonuses. This is going exceptionally well. Trebizond won't join the call, which means we can't get into Yadoru through this. Damn. Okay. Muscovy, how are you looking? You think you're going to be declaring on Novgorod anytime soon? I don't want to be tied up in a conflict down here and then have to switch focus real quick to head. Any tasty alliances available? No. The Mamluks getting closer to being willing, but it will still take a little while. We have to grow their deal stronger. Rebels. Oh, 18k tribes. Not ideal. It might be worth to take this after all, especially if we're not in debt currently. We're about to go into debt again, but we're not in it currently. Basically means that we're rich. Okay, Georgia, Defender and Karakonlu as well, who are attacking Georgia directly. If I want to get a slice of this pie, I have to go in for it now. Otherwise there's not going to be anything left. Split the army here. Split it again. How many troops do you have? 0. Split it again. Split it again. Alright, get on all the provinces we possibly can. We want every last occupation we can get our paws on. Where's that from? Because obviously the correct saying is get our hands on. But I've got this really distinct impression of a character in something saying get our paws on. I've also, what's the other variation? Get our mitts on, right? Oh, it's from, there's a one video by Melody Sheep. About the discovery of fire, a very dramatic thing, where the guy, I'm pretty sure, says he's talking about like Prometheus and stealing fire from the gods who were worried what we might do with it if we got our hairy little paws on it, or something like that. That's what I remember from. Yes, full core, all of this land. Not a huge amount of it. We do have decent admin. We'll want to, of course, take admin tech, admin ideas as our first ones for the core cost reduction. And then probably Diplo second for the province war score cost and to help a little bit with what is almost certainly going to be huge amounts of aggressive expansion. We'll let it slide. How much do I need on here? 6k. So we can bring away these guys and bring over 2 infantry stacks. I'm 90% sure that it's cheaper to do it like this because the horses cost more and I believe also cost more to reinforce. Okay, that's a 14k stack, even without the leader. We can in fact have 2 leaders at this point, so let's get another one since we'll need him anyway to lead the mercenary stacks once we have them again. Rebels from my neighbors. Oh no, that's Uzbek tribes. These are in fact my fault. My bad. Kazani separatist. Okay, Muscovy can clean it up for me. I love it when my rebels go and interfere in somebody else's country, but I hate it when somebody else's rebels end up in my land. It looks like Theodora is not going to end up taken in this war. I hope. Can't get into there, and they're sieging that. Alright, well, will you let me take everything I've occupied? No, not even close. We'll have to wait for them to finish their sieges then. Unfortunate. We can full core a bit more land. We are taking from attrition. Diplo power or mercantilism? Give me Diplo power. You come back here and stop taking attrition. So we can stop taking war exhaustion. In fact, let's use some of that Diplo power to buy down a bit of war exhaustion. Yeah, there we go. Good, good, good. More cores have finished, so let's full core this. Couple more left to go. Then in the raiders, no, that's still recovering. Man, that's on a year tick, and it feels like it goes so much quicker than once a year. Once Georgia is out, I mean, Trebizond should be unconditionally surrendering pretty soon anyway. Being seen. Maybe I wait out everyone else? See who take... What? Trebizond has been made an eyalet. Theodora remains independent. And there is a province here that is now unoccupied. Oh! Well, never mind. Take all that. Who's upset with me? Nogai and Muscovy. Not enough to form a coalition. We do now find ourselves in the terrible, unpleasant, uncomfortable situation of directly bordering the Ottomans. Dangerous. Mamluks, are you any more inclined? No, not particularly. Austria, Muscovy. We're going to be going to war with Muscovy soon, so it would pay to have them set as a rival. More death to be exploited. Give me all that money. Save me the guff capacity. Repay the loan real quick. Who would become an ally at this point? Karaman, Akonlu, Bayrat. Not a great selection. I mean, Akonlu is allied with the Ottomans, which could make them a little more inclined to not attack me. It wouldn't hurt at any rate, and they do dislike some of the people that I dislike. If I come in and I just tell them I'm not joining their offensive force, then I think that's fine. You over here still not attacking Novgorod? You hurry up with it. At some point I'm going to attack them if I don't get on with it already. Ditch this fort, we don't want it. Mountain forts are normally great, but not for us. We do get a decision later to move our capital to Astrakhan, which is slightly less death cost Manus. We'll take that. Okay. AE. The Ottomans are getting close to being genuinely upset. And we cannot have a coalition that includes the Ottomans. That's a death sentence, just straight up. Nogai allied with Uzbek. I really wish they hadn't. Ajam and Akonlu. Wait, I thought Akonlu dislike. Oh no, I read that completely wrong. Akonlu is allies of a bunch of people that we don't like. Never mind. So we'd ruin that. And Ajam wouldn't even join, the ones we actually want to be dragging into a fight here. Karakonlu is only allied with Mazandaran. They have 2 vassals. They have no manpower. Neither do we. Neither do we. I can't. Tempting, a little bit. Tempting. Claims-wise, we want to be attacking over here and into Poland, but that's a losing proposition. We still have 2 years left on the Theodoro. Shadow Kingdom happens... It's early, isn't it? Shadow Kingdom is a very early event, like not long after game start do you get that. Demands, ignore them. Station my army down here. Okay, I mean, we're not hemorrhaging money at the moment. And we do have a few rebels looking to pop up. Let's wait a second. Not very long. Because I feel like this is what I do wrong in a lot of regular Horde runs, is I think to myself, oh, I should stop here for a moment and kind of consolidate strength and stuff like that. But no, we are a Horde, we grow in strength by continuous war. But a tiny bit of time... Byzantium being attacked by Venice and the Ottomans. Unfortunately, the Ottomans are going to get Constantinople itself, which means they will get access to their full spread of missions. And I have done the no CB Byzantium as Castile before to prevent the Ottomans from getting access to any of their stuff. And raiders. Oh, you've got rebels, my friend. Yes. And raiders. Costs a bit of manpower. Oh well. We can get one here to make that hurt a little less. Oh, we get a decent amount of gold out of it. Akonlu wants to royal marry. I particularly want to do that. Are we positive, or is that just from the event? Gaining inflation because we do have a gold mine. Don't have the money to re-roll advisors until we get an inflation guy. Okay, didn't I click for a cav unit? Karakonlu has rivaled up. Interesting. I'd love to act on that. Akonlu will only join us for promise of territory, which makes sense because we are not joining their wars. You've made another ally, Shervan. That would be ideal if they weren't allied to Akonlu. Go in against Shervan, get Nogai to annul treaties with Uzbek. But we lose Akonlu. Ally. If I go through KHAAAAN, we get a border with Ajam and go in on Ajam. Ajam won't even help you, but you're allied with Uzbek. If it weren't for that Uzbek alliance, this would be an easy yes, go in on them. But because of that, it's a very difficult no. It's gonna have to be KHAAAAN. If nothing changes by like beginning of 54, then we take Fyodora and then we attack KHAAAAN. Even if it does mean that Muscovy might attack Novgorod while we're distracted. Yeah, you go take care of that. A few more rebels looking to rise up. Circassa is actually not in our main area. I would normally never trade company land that I haven't converted yet. But this is not going to be a game where I have to do everything perfectly and neatly. We're trying to not quite speedrun, but something close enough to it. Genoa has rivaled us. Good for you, Genoa. Wish I could attack you without having to fight Austria. Send raiders again? Yeah. It costs mill power, but it hurts Muscovy, and it gets us some money. I think it's worth it. Athens is a vassal of the Ottomans. Epirus is independent. Fascinating. Let me take a drink. So 1454, and we have until roughly 1610 to conquer the full land of the Mongol Empire. We definitely can't be sitting around here waiting for stuff. Who else wants to rise up? Crimean separatists, Gaznik separatists. Okay, head over here. Let's provoke these. Kill them, come back, kill the Crimean separatists. Eat Fyodoro. Attack KHAAAAN. We don't have barely any fire anyway. Who cares? Come back around here. Okay, they rise up on their own, and in exactly the province we need to get to as well. And Fyodoro allies Genoa. Yes! Yes, that is so good for us. That means we can take these provinces off them really easily, because Genoa doesn't frankly have the means to stop us. Who else is rising up now? Imereti separatists. And there's a lot of provinces that they're upset in. Can't really do anything about. No, let's slide this. Okay. Now we'll have a little bit of free reign to run around over on that side. Obviously don't co-religion them. Yeah. Tribal conquest is less 8. Okay, we only need 3k to hold this down, so leave them with 1, 2, 3, 4. What is our cav to infantry ratio? 85%, plenty. Take this. I assume a January's fleet will prevent my crossing. Will it? Oh! Those idiots let me straight across. And they're sitting there sieging. Well, that's a terrible plan for you. I don't even need to prioritize them, really. I can go deal with my rebels first and then come back over and attack the Genoese troops. Shouldn't be any issue. And then we take this, 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 this. There's a little bit of AE, but not much. It's going well. You're still not doing anything. Can we mark Muscovy? Okay, it's already marked officially. I'm really surprised that they haven't attacked Novgorod. We still have a crap ton of subjects. All contributing manpower. The problem with these tiny subjects is that even though they've got tiny armies, with their manpower they can just keep rebuilding those tiny armies and keep bothering indefinite. Muscovite Cossacks have entered, but they're also leaving, really. Land force limit, morale... I guess we take the land force limit guy. I don't want to spend money on re-rolling. Oh, we lost the siege, actually. I was not paying attention to how fast that was going, my bad. Oh, it doesn't matter since we don't actually need to beat Genoa, we can just take the land in the peace deal with Theodoro. We're never going to get enough war score against them. I think I managed to do that once in some game. I can't quite remember how, to be honest. But it did mean that we were able to take land over in Italy and have access to that front. Which is less useful than it sounds, just because of Italy's notoriously sky-high AE. Okay, this again requires only 3. You do have siege pips, so we'll keep you on there. The rest of the army can sit over here. Okay. With that said, Karakonlu, how are you looking? You've managed to make another ally and integrate your subjects. You're pretty low on manpower. I mean, with the allies, yeah, this is a lot of guys, but not so many that me and a merc stack can win. We're actually positive. The horde is profitable. Unbelievable. Sure, give me that innovativeness. I imagine it's only because our army is undersized right now. Once we get back to full, the army maintenance will cost extra. Uzbek, are you getting broken by rebels over here? For realsies? What kind of useless ally? You would refuse the call to arms at least for Nogai, but it's too late. The Timurids have faltered and now Ajam will join. And between Nogai, Shervan, Afghanistan and Ajam, there's enough guys over here that I'm genuinely worried about it. But maybe just kind of need to be a bit brave and take the plunge. If Uzbek breaks and becomes willing to join this again, it'll be too late. We won't get a chance like this again. Afghanistan, there's only 7,000 over here. Ajam, they have 22k, but only 2k reserves. Really, Nogai is the only one here that's of any strength. I should go for it. I should take the chance. We can take up to 32 loans. That's so much money. Yeah. No, not gov reform, though we do need to look at that in a minute. Mercenaries. And give me the independent army. Okay. We go in. Preferably as soon as possible, right? Like, I want to give them some time to build up morale, but really I can't risk Uzbek breaking and getting back into the war, so The war goal is Nogai, because it's the most expensive province, isn't it? Yeah. I don't think there is, but if there, I think it would be really useful to have a province war score cost map mode. I don't think there is anything like that though. I'm not even sure what category it would fall under. Victory cards, great powers, players, boost coalition. Yeah, no idea. Anyway, even though it's a fort, so it's a bit more irritating to siege down, it's definitely the one we want to go for. So, Naval War. Right, let's march you right over here. 14 naval supplies. Sure, give me some dip points. I don't want to pay to embrace the institution just yet, I think. We do have a second leader, don't we? No, we don't. But we can. Siege some stuff down while you're accruing morale. We don't need all of these guys on this siege, but I don't want to split them up so that they don't get caught out and the stack killed. National tax modifier, yearly corruption, or manpower modifier. Give me more men. We need them. Need them rather desperately. Okay, there comes a whole bunch of dudes over here. Send for raiders? Yeah, send for raiders. A pretty big army. Oh, I didn't even stop to consider that they might unsiege any of this. I sincerely hope Theodoro gets, what's it called? Thingy. Unconditional surrender before that has a chance to happen. And now Muscovy declares on Novgorod. Ah! You scoundrels. How I loathe you. There's a lot of dudes. On the steeps though. What's your mill tech for? No ideas yet. Take the fight. How do we compare? 3.6 to 4, that's bad. But we get the shock bonus. Okay, cool. Take this fight as well. Ooh, river crossing penalties. Ouch. Oof, owie. Not quite so good an idea. I think we're still holding back. This won't be that profitable of a war, but it doesn't need to be profitable, it just needs to get us the land we're after. So, get me another stack. And bring them down here. Uzbek's army is just kind of sitting up here. You're a horde as well, so I can engage you in the mountains. We'll be going even. It will suck for everyone involved. Yeah, that sure is a lot of guys you're bringing over here. You gonna attack me with them? You gonna go in on my army? You're not doing is going to Matrega and unsieging that. We will have words if you attempt it. The Mosque of Beijing. Beijing gets a conditional modifier Mosque of Beijing, giving improved relations and maximum tolerance of heathens. Oh. Add Ming as historical friend. Who does? at war against the Timurids as well, and allied with KHAAAN. I assume they get Ming as an historical friend? Can't really check. Maybe I can. Does it tell me your relations with Ming? No. Human relations with Ming. We improved 86 more. No, it doesn't say. Anyway, you need to move in on there. I hope we win this battle. We very much might not. Ooh, they got reinforcements, but maybe? Dice rolls? Gotta stick in it. Yes! Ah, so good. So good. Okay, to unsiege all of this nonsense down here, and then swing back round over there. Meanwhile, you're getting all of this. War is going in my favour. Also costing an absolute fortune, but who cares? Come in here. Do we have no access? We do. Okay. Send the raiders? Yeah, they've got money. Give it. And where are you going? You think you're gonna unsiege stuff? Let us intercept your guy. Ooh, there's another army coming. But we won. Did we wipe them? No way. Oh! Stack wiped. Yes. Oh, yes. We are absolutely winning this. River crossing is unfortunate, but now they're already locked in, so what can you do? Afghanistan, surprisingly, actually marching all the way over to contribute to this war. I really kind of thought that they wouldn't. Frankly, it would have been more sensible of them not to. Uzbek managing to get itself fully occupied by rebels. Fully? Where is your army? You've got 26,000 guys, and they're not in your country. You're not at war with anyone. Where is your army, Uzbek? What? No, I'm not missing any provinces around the edge, and their capital's being sieged by this 2k stack. Huh. They're probably sitting somewhere over here like black flagged. Actually, isn't Yarkand your vassal? Yeah, Yarkand is their vassal, which means they're probably over here for some stupid reason. You siege pips? Yes. Get on over here. We have to go around to get onto that province, really? And where are you retreating to? You going over here? Well, let's go intercept them if that's the case. We just got in a fight. Was that a little 1k stack up here? The Ottomans want access through me. They're at war with Epirus, Ragusa, and Genoa. I'm willing to give you that if it gives you a better opinion of me, you know. It doesn't. You want so many of my provinces. So many of my provinces. Very, very bad. Yep, siege that. Win a battle somewhere. Let's bring these guys together so that we can counter the troops they've got coming into here. Not a lot of troops. Let's try to negotiate. I would prefer less uprising while we're doing this. Okay, so Shervan we will take, and that gives us direct access to Ajan. Really, ideally, I would want Afghanistan to separate peace and leave this war, but there's no way I can get over there to make them. Allied with only Nogai, their enemies are Multan, Delhi, Baluchistan, Uzbek. Yeah, no one is actually going to do anything against them. The Timurids are being eaten alive. KHAAAN is at war with the Tims. would be great if they would attack Badge of Farziming. Yeah, Afghanistan is going to go completely unmolested for a long time yet. So I can't really do anything about that. Papal States enter the military of our ally Siena. I'm still in that war. When are you going to unconditionally surrender, Theodora? You've been occupied for ages. Alright, come in here, eat some of these small stacks because you can't stop us. We have taken a loan after a long time of managing to avoid them. Okay, we'll dispatch 1k off to the side to go siege some of that. I kind of hope that with the amount of mercenaries we're using, we would be a little better off manpower-wise, but it doesn't really seem to have played out that way. Alright, send you another stack so that you can actually get the job done. You guys over here. Now let it slide. Making a nuisance of yourself. And you here to deal with them. Get that occupied. The sooner we get Nongai full occupied, the sooner they can start ticking towards unconditional surrender. Where are you going? And why do you have to be so annoying about this? Okay, they managed to catch that 1k stack. And then we can go here. You need to head up north and catch these guys. Taking another loan. We seem to be bleeding money a little more quickly now. Okay, kill that. There we go. We'll catch another back there. You don't have a leader. We'll give you him quickly, because this is a bit of a poor battle to pick. Retreat. Another thing I'm not maybe very good at is retreating from battles when I need to. I tend to hang in there and just kind of do as much damage as possible, without always considering quite how much damage I'm taking in return. Any one of these stacks on their own, I could easily go in and attack. All of them together, when my army is at not full morale, represents a threat. We have finally won the siege of Shervan. We want to full annex them ASAP. You kind of have to stay over here because there's a lot of potential for people to come around and try to unsiege that land. Okay, Perm is making claims on me for some reason. You still have 7,000 troops somewhere as well. Hopefully somewhere on top of somebody else's stack so that they get turned into rebels very inconveniently. Mission fulfilled. Cross the Caucasus. Every mountain or hill province or location we own will gain +2 Horde Unity. We don't really need Horde Unity for anything. What else have we achieved? Strengthen the Baskaks. Death grown by at least 150, number of subjects at least 3. State privilege was gives manpower recovery speed, monarch power tribute from tributary states, and gov capacity modifier. The manpower is nice, but I think we'll hold off on the other stuff. Let's raise and maybe just 2 clicks. Yeah, just 2 clicks. Raise and core. It does increase the cost by, like, a lot, you know? Okay, perfect. You can start going into here now. You can engage these. Their armies are slightly split up, and that's all we really need. No, landslide again. Wow, a jam really has good discipline. Their morale's only slightly higher than mine. It really shouldn't be that much stronger, especially with all of my shock damage bonuses from being a horde. Rebels rise up immediately. Let's go deal with those. Okay, we're winning battles barely, but barely win is still a win. Finally, Theodora has decided, hey, actually, this war is not worth fighting anymore. Take all of that. Coalition, Nogai Muscovy at Jam, or in other words, no one we care about. Yeah, Muscovy obviously won its war against Novgorod handily. No surprise there. They declared it earlier and I've been able to join in. It would have gone very differently. Alright, start unsieging my stuff. Afghanistan, all pretty happy to just sit in here. Say I make my way into Ajam and into the Persia trade node. How upset do people look? Not too upset, but it does include the Ottomans on the list. And that's not great. Just this, still the Ottoman. No Ottomans. Yeah, looks like we can't take anything down here without getting the Ottomans involved. Oh well. We don't have unconditional surrender from Nogai, which means Afghanistan will prevent us from piecing out. So let's just take this time to occupy a bunch of Ajam and get max money out of them. Maybe ignore some of their treaties, Akonlu, Hormuz. No, none of those really interfere with our business. You have become too big to sit up here anymore. Split in half. We are fielding 50k troops at this point in time, which is a rather respectable number. There comes the Shadow Kingdom now that we've dealt with Genoa and no longer care about what they're up to. Of course. Georgian separatists, yeah. They'll have to deal with those if they want to get past, so that's almost good for me. This fort from Shervan is, I think, keeping them at bay for the moment. I won't be full annexing though, guys, so maybe I don't actually have to get unconditional surrender in order for it to be worth piecing them out. How are you looking at this point? You want to give me some money? 200 ducats. I could get 345 in total. It's not worth the effort of hanging in this war for that long. Let's just get them out. 92%. Okay, considering that this is all Restore Mongol Empire terrain, what do I need to reform the Golden Horde first? Just Nogai. Okay, I want to take all this, I want to cut you off over here. Nice, we can fully encircle them. We don't actually want to take maximum land, partially because Ottomans and partially because we want to take as much money as possible. I do have to cut them off this side. Could leave them with this. I don't think they can take anything over the Sea Province. But that's not leaving this behind is not enough to get the Ottomans out. We have to wait until the end of year tick. Can't do it otherwise. Is Uzbek just full stuck like this? Like, They can never... These rebels can never take this fortress because it's a 2k stack on a 3 regiments needed fort. And Uzbek's army isn't coming home. Can I get access on you? Ask for military access, yes. Unsiege a couple of their provinces. Because Uzbek is my ally at the moment, so I'm tempted to abandon them after this terrible showing. In fact, should I? Maybe I should. I need their land at some point anyway. And so do I need Oirats. I can probably get better allies at this point, considering how useless they're going to prove to be at this rate. Yeah, get Uzbek out of there. But these guys aren't finished taking our lands back down here. Might as well come make yourself useful. A general has died. Oh no. Some random corruption. Thank you, RNG. Very kind. Okay, December. And then as soon as January hits, the Ottomans will lose 2 AE, which should put them below the 50 mark. And we no longer have to worry about them in the coalition. No, they're at 50 exactly. But Nogai and Ajam will both have long truces with us, which means we don't have to be concerned about them enabling a coalition. Okay, core. All this new stuff. Lovely, lovely. We want to try and avoid more conquest to the south and more conquest against other silly nations for a while, so that we don't get the Ottomans into a coalition. How much does it cost? 411. Let's just get it at this point. Renaissance is slowly spreading. But we're only paying 600, which I think is a reasonable price for tech. Alright, get you back up here. Let's finish getting rid of the rebel control down here. Nogai no longer considers us a suitable rival. You've taken a loan. Okay, Karakonlu, who hates us. Appeasing the Ottomans is unfortunately not going to be possible because they want so much of our land, which means we need people who hate the Ottomans to be our friends. Venice, Austria, the Mamluks. Austria is only a valuable rival if they keep the emperorship. And right now it looks like they're barely managed to gonna scrape through. Holding on to it, barely scraping through is not great. The Mamluks, we've got a chance here. Diplomatic relations, offer alliance. Yeah, if we rival the Ottomans, it will of course be much easier to get their enemy as our friends. But we would irrevocably be locking ourselves in as their enemy. I think that's worth it though. We're not going to be their friends, it's just not going to happen. How are you feeling now? Royal marriage? Alliance? No? Anyone else? Hungary is willing to be my ally now. Hungary, I'd honestly prefer it if you get EU'd by Austria. A strong Austria serves my interests better. Take that. Let's not sell titles. We've got 8 loans, totaling 1,152. Let's see, how much money can I get from exploiting? Pittance. Absolute pittance. Not worth it at all. This down here can all go into trade companies. As I understand it, technically, I've always done just full trade company everything, but as I understand it, the optimal way is actually to only trade company a few key provinces that you want for the merchant from that region. Ship trade power, chance to capture ships, galley combat maintenance. I always like to go for chance to capture ships. Yeah, we've renewed several loans. We're losing 44 ducats. Ooh. I mean, we've got this whole big army raised. Oh, you're allied with Denmark now? Do the Danes still have Sweden? And is it loyal? Do I have Norway? Not seeing Sweden and Norway on anyone interactions anywhere. Denmark. Ugh. Well, I think I might just have to anyway because I need to beat them. 75%. I need to let some time pass anyway for the AE with the Ottomans to take down. So going to war with Muscovy and it taking a while is not the worst thing. They're really in a crapper in terms of manpower. Their subjects are better off, of course. And then there's the whole of Denmark to be worried about. I can't imagine that Novgorod would be inclined to let them through. So yeah, I think this is not a bad idea. I am completely without allies for one moment though. Am I? No, I'm allied with Akron though. Good ally Oirat. I'm not going to be attacking them for a good while. But then if they get into trouble with the Ming, I do not want to have to help them against that. Who else is interested? Afghanistan, maybe? No, you don't have any troops. You don't have any troops? It's really only the Mamluks that are worth having as an ally. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We'll just risk it, honestly. We can't sit here with this much money flowing out constantly, so risking it is really the only strategy. You go straight for the capital, you go for that. You guys come down here. How's the terrain look? Woods, grassland, woods. It's not ideal. With only 28,000 troops, they can't really attack me directly. Pilot has about to end the Prussian Confederation, seek support. Yeah. They tend to help him, I think. I see the AI agree to do that almost always. Or maybe just straight up always, now that I think about it. I don't know that I've ever seen them not offer their support to Danzig. I think in order for it to not happen, Prussia or the Teutonic Order needs to meet a few special conditions, which the AI always fails to do, so they always get Poland involved. I almost ran this army, I mean it's only 4k guys, but I almost ran this army straight into them with no general on the front. Maybe I do have to occupy this first before I can get deeper in there. I don't want to have to chase this 4k stack all over the Empire. There we go, caught them out. Yeah, we'll let the mercenaries bleed themselves out sieging down forts. Meanwhile, our own armies will go and deal with the pesky enemy troops and the actual battles. High war exhaustion is annoying. I do not want to have to deal with rebels right now. I'm going to have to deal with rebels anyway, it looks like. Oh no. Only one province and they're not very upset. I can just change economy. Where is that? Somewhere east, I assume, given by the name? Yeah. Get that. 5.5 years, that's fine. You up here. Sucks to do it for only one unrest, but what else can you do, really? Can I harsh treatment you? No. Not for 200 mil points. Absolutely not. Alright, come over here, occupy that. You get me KHAAAN. We'll soon have Muscovy. How much money are you willing to give me? 860 is not a huge amount. To reform the Mongol Empire, I only need Muscovy itself. To reform the Golden Horde, I need Kipchak, which is done. Kazimov, Sistol, Yaroslavl. Might be one of those that gets renamed, depending on who holds it. Chimyichura, KHAAAN, or it might just be to the east. Yeah, there's Chimyichura, where's Kipchak? Okay. There's Kipchak in Uzbek. Okay. Yeah, Kipchak, Chimyichura, KHAAAN. I have to take that fort. Kazimov. I have to take this province. There, which is just above Moscow. Moscow itself. Vladimir I have to take. Suzdal. And Yaroslavl is also highlighted. I swear some of these will like take one or the other. But apparently not, no. Why is this province highlighted then? Oh, that's Yaroslavl. Which is on the list there, yes. Okay, so I have to take all that fun stuff. Zan, Vladimir, Kazimov, Suzdal, Yaroslavl. And then that's already too much. So this has to be 2 wars then. We can at least, we can take like this. Or is the money enough? The money is worth 25 war score. Are we just... Is it because they took KHAAAN? Because they swooped in and stole KHAAAN from me when I was at war with them, about to take it. Yeah, if I didn't have to take KHAAAN from them as well, then it would be fine, and I'll be able to take this easily. You absolute scoundrels. Fine. We'll make this 2 wars. But I will have it. Let's ignore like Yaroslavl, Suzdal, you know, the stuff that doesn't have forts in it. There we go, and take max money. And I guess maybe also this province. There we go. Yeah, like this. That's a good war goal. Sure, we have to accept this. What are you trying to do over here? Can I kindly ask you to stop it immediately? Oh, there's a lot of troops here trying to unsiege. We'll have to concentrate some force in one or the other direction. Let's give it a month tick so that we get our loan. Bring you guys back over here. I'm good, have had all caught. Diplo rep would be nice, so it would improve relations, but I don't want to spend on a tier 2 advisor. They are very, very expensive. That's the rest of our coring. This should all start ticking down. The unrest is going down. Okay, we really need to win this siege before they win theirs, because I can't exactly send... Oh, I should have read that message, shouldn't I? There was something about the Ottomans in there. Oh, and they're beating Venice. Ooh. Well, since they're currently at war, I don't believe that they're about to engage on us. But that's still very unfortunate. Okay, where is that stack? And oh, they're probably running off over here to attack my army, aren't they? That's only a 13k stack. Or maybe not. They seem to be preoccupied. Ah, we took that back with minimal difficulty. Go up here next. We want to distract them and pull them in different directions as much as possible. Oh, there they go, they've engaged. Is it even worth trying to challenge this? No, don't contest it. Get them off there, bring you over there. 30,000 is a bit too much. How is this 3k stack doing such a good job taking my walls down? I don't think there's any penalties to defensiveness for being a horde, is there? Some spy network in my land, wow. Do you win that? Yeah, if not for the reinforcement. How soon do my guys get there? You're traveling. You will arrive 21st July 63. They're not going to last that long. Come down here. March them into there. Separatists. We can finally take an admin tech. We were starting to fall behind. Really kind of need Denmark not in this war for it to go well. They're a massive thorn in my side here. Troop-wise, Denmark is supplying 8k infantry. Really? That's it? Wait, they have almost less troops than I do. Wow. If I weren't losing such huge numbers to attrition, I would have... This would be completely one-sided. Okay. Or maybe we're doing better than I was gonna give myself credit for. Get onto that siege. Bring you over here. Bring the other stack along to unsiege that and deal with some of their small guys. Where have these rebels just risen up? Oh, you got caught. Damn it. Well, I'm willing to take that fight with superior numbers. It is steep. So we're getting our bonuses. There we go. Let's get you over here. And you... Really, really low on troops. Maybe we get you over here to deal with these rebels and you can take a moment to sit back. This is very annoying that Norway is running around over there. I've transferred a leader onto that stack. And there's more rebels in Crimea. Wish I could... What's it called? Barrage. We don't even have cannons yet. Just don't have enough guys to be everywhere at once, which is what I really need to in order to fight them. I should maybe not be focusing on sieges at the moment, and I should just focus on killing their troops as much as possible. Because the less troops they have available, the less they're able to run around the place and avoid me. Alright, one more of their armies caught out. Bring you back up here because I can already see them cycling around trying to be a nuisance. A general is gone. This one... Someone is low on manpower. The independent army, which is the ones down here. We are of course spiraling ever further into debt. 2,500 ducats worth of debt at the moment. Which is recoverable. It's just going to be difficult and tedious. We also don't have really even manpower anymore at this point. Very funny to see them get caught out by my rebels rising up though. Less funny that rebels winning a battle on the fort means that they're going to have an easier time taking the fort. Almost got this. They're making minimal progress over here. I might just have to take a disfavorable peace deal. We're coming in for round 2 at some point anyway. So it doesn't hurt as much as it could otherwise. But yeah, we're not pushing them back as hard as I need to. We've won that. If we can get these two to meet up and go force them off there. Okay, we forced them off without even needing to get a unsiege a bunch of our own land. How much are they getting from occupation? Lots. Lots and lots. Even though I'm the one sieging down forts and they're just sieging down random provinces. The numbers make up for it. Kill this rebel. Maybe you two together go kill these rebels. While I get a couple more provinces over here. This is in our land and occupied by Perm. Okay, you go in first while they're on their way over, because we can't let them just siege this down and contested. Alright, we get that. Head on up here. Bring you over here. Take the general with you. Okay, we're keeping it together, mostly. But I don't know how well we're balancing the reward versus cost here. Because that's something that's ended my horde runs previously, is that I just got into such massive debt trying to win a war that I should have let go, that I couldn't recover from it. Denmark is willing to wipe peace. Yes. Go away. Oh my god, thank you. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. Win that battle. Yes. Okay. Keep... Our truce with Uzbek has ended, but Uzbek is also currently getting eaten by Oirat. It's really something I wanted to be doing, but can't always get everything you want. We're a ways off from getting you to agree to this. Ditch the non-fort provinces. Includes Tver and Penza. Yeah, grab just Muscovy. Can I grab KHAAAN? With less money? But I kind of need that money. Ooh. I mean, we're probably in the green without all of the masses of money that we're spending on, what are they called? Mercenaries. We get another mission, promote tribal war games. Okay. Anything else? No. You guys need to go press. I don't want to dismiss the others because we are not currently in a position to survive without a few extra guys. Mission fulfilled, noble tribes. Land owned by the crown, tribes loyalty, yada yada. Unlock the noble estate and gain manpower. I think you can also get the clergy through one of these missions. There we go. You take a bunch of crown land, but whatever. This is good, we're absolutely taking it. Increase levies exempt from seized land. I don't know that I want that. You will get right to council. I'm not giving you supremacy. Oh, I'd rather not give you supremacy. Gains 0.1 years worth of manpower for occupying a hostile fort. Yes. Band of fortification, we don't lose from deving. Or they don't lose share from deving. Yeah. And that gets them up to suitable loyalty. Manpower recovery speed, monarch power tribute from tributaries governing. We're not that close to governing costs, and we should be able to save a fair bit this run from exploiting development. More manpower would be really good. Speaking of exploiting development, I keep pressing the button. Exploit, exploit, exploit. Give me all that money. Obviously, we are missing the deving part of the multiplayer dev meta, but I still think that there is some potential here. Now then, how badly are we still hemorrhaging cash even with one of the rucksacks gone? Are we genuinely not? No, there we go, minus 17. We're absolutely still hemorrhaging. 10 ducats of interest, our advisors, this stuff. We make 500 a month. If I can get a suitable ally, I think I would feel comfortable disbanding the other mercenaries back. But we really can't get a suitable ally, is the problem. The Mamluks really still don't want an alliance with us? No. No guys, still lots of time left on that truce. Uzbek. Cancel no like this. Tribal feud. Get me. What is it I need from you? Kipshak? And Chimgitura. Well, we'll just go for Iglino and then we'll need to see what Oirad takes from them. I can only hope that it's not too much. Okay, and I don't know. We're running low on money, just go to war with somebody else and take theirs. Ditch the fort down here, we cannot be paying for forts. Except for this one because our capital will move there. Extend the loan, unfortunately. I'm just gonna buy this down. It's not efficient or anything, but I think we need it. We're nowhere close to embracing, there we go, that was the word. Nowhere close to embracing Renaissance, so I think we'll be taking Miltech with heavy penalty. So that is also fine. Okay, I mean, Uzbek is worth 223%. This sucks. Ability, 108 to buy up. But free inflation also costs like 2 clicks or about it's about the same worth of admin, except you can ignore the inflation if you really want to. I don't know that I do really want to. I think I'd rather this. Okay. Keep seeding. We'll get some money from the provinces themselves, even if it's not much. Anyway, yeah, Uzbek is really big, so unless I get super unlucky and they happen to take a bunch of the provinces I want, let's get on over there and make sure I actually siege down the stuff. And let's get around here and try to cut off Oirat as much as possible. Tactics, combat with, infantry fight. Yeah, we wanted it. Get us out of the negative, then we're not taking penalties. That really sucks. And where have the rebels risen up? An AK stack down here. We will send the mercenaries down to deal with that shortly. Yes, give us as much money. More separatists rising up. I think it might be turning into a genuine problem. Since you're already over here, I might as well just turn you around. Get you to deal with those. What is Oirat interested in obtaining? Everything. But less interested in Shimgitura, and I've occupied that. So, as far as land needed to reform the Golden Horde is concerned, we should get both of the provinces that we need. I'm not actually sure whether the Golden Horde gets different or better missions in this patch, after they've reworked the Horde missions to do all this stuff. I don't know that the Golden Horde gets anything new on here. Let me look that up real quick. E4 Golden Horde on the wiki. Golden Horde looks like it up to date for version 1.33. Main article, Tartar missions. This article, or part of this article, was computer generated and may need further formatting or rewriting. I didn't know we were doing wiki computer generation at this point. So Tartar missions are for all of these nations, including the formable ones. Branching missions, we've got the Tolerant, Devout and Confucian path for religion. Looks like besides that it's all the same for everyone. Yeah, we don't get anything separate or different for reforming the Golden Horde. Yeah, keep extending loans. Get a bit of manpower. And I see you coming in over there. Absolutely not. You're not sieging any of this now. That is Uzbek full occupied. We've got most of what we want except the capital, which is a capital, so Oirat is unlikely to take it since it's an expensive province. Our dudes can just kind of sit on these provinces for a little while and extract the money from them. They've almost got everything out of that one, got most of it out of that one. Minus 10 ducats, so I think once we get rid of this mercenary company, we will in fact be profitable. Even if just barely. here. That's also looted. Looted. I don't know when it kind of fell out of favor for me, but I remember way, way, way back when. Persia? Okay. Well done, a jam. Well done. I remember way, way, way back when doing this a lot, spreading out my units to take all of the money out of every province I could possibly reach. This has all been drained dry, and I don't think I can take from provinces that Oirat has occupied, I'm pretty sure. But the rebels are popping up as fast as I can spot them back down. Somebody left in here, you need to move on. Do I send the raiders again? This is all still pretty looted. It's a little bit more. We can pay off one little loan in between here and there. More rebels popping up down there. Okay, can I loot from this province? It looks like the answer may in fact be yes. Yeah? We can loot from the stuff at Oirat as well. Let's get to it. When are you going to Oirat? And why have you not occupied this one province? Uzbek still has 17,000 troops, so they may be running around somewhere and actually manage to occupy something. Send you over here, send you... No, you're still looting here. You're still looting. We've beat the rebels back over there. And I am down to the last sip of my drink. Unfortunate. Seem to be finishing my drinks pretty consistently at the 3-hour mark, which is interesting. Okay, I need all the money in the world from you, and then ideally I need all the provinces in the world from you. But that's not quite happening. It's... Okay, so more sensibly, Oirat you've got truces with and has already taken stuff, so along the bottom here, cut off Transoxiana, take Kipchak, take Chimitura, get minimal people involved in the coalition. Okay, go to the capital. One guy still has ages of truce left with me. Have to do something, I think. Get you over here. Check in real quick on exploit development, just because I want to remember it. There, there's a bit more. 10 ducats. Oirat has rivaled us. Interesting. And that completes a mission, does it? Remnants of Yuan. One of the following must be true. Oirat has been insulted. View Oirat as an enemy. Have an army larger than. Or provinces owned in the Mongolia region. And we get a permanent claim on Mongolia. Looks a decision to restore Yuan. I think that requires us to own land over there before it's visible. But the restore Yuan, in this case, is not the decision to form Yuan, right? It's the decision to release it as like as a vassal, the special, what's it called? Mongol Brother State or something like that? Where you can get Yuan, the Ilkhanate, Chagatai, or whatever it's called in the middle, and then of course the Golden Horde. And whichever one you're playing as, you can get the other three as vassals. I think you also get the opportunity to release Kazakhstan, or just Kazakh, as our vassal, but not as one of a fancy one. Frankly, no idea why you'd ever want to do. Just own the land yourself. I've used Kazakh as a vassal before, like as the Timurids conquering north, and given them all of that steep land. But outside of that circumstance, don't know why you'd want it. As far as like releasables go, KHAAAN is a great one for reconquest with how many cores they have. But not when you're playing as a horde and you're conquering through all of that anyway, you know? At that point it's just a waste. That's land that you could be coring yourself. It's land you could be getting whatever bonuses from estates and being in the steeps in. We're about to take another loan. Can't really do anything with it. At this point we have, out of our 24 loans, 17. Yeah. I feel like the loan juggling game gets more difficult as you get larger. Yeah, let's unfortunately let these guys go. KHAAAN, would you kindly sod off? This is precisely why I'm going through the effort of cutting them off. Because if I didn't, they would absolutely try to swoop in and take some of this land from me. Let it slide. We've got no real other option. We'll occupy that. This. Let's split you actually and set it here. We get the full occupation. And then KHAAAN is probably going to waste a bunch of their time sieging down Uzbek, because the AI doesn't realize they can't take any of that land anymore. More money? No. Provinces... Guess this. Join up our land a little bit. Yeah. Cool. And we are a step closer to reforming the Golden Horde, and we are a step closer to restoring them. It's all going according to plan, as much as any of this is planned, which is to say not at all. Are we slightly short on admin, unfortunately? It's great when the provinces can like pay for themselves to be cored. It's very unfortunate when they don't. No, we are conquerors, and that gives me a whole bunch more admin, which is very welcome at this point in time. So who do we dislike? Karakonlu, maybe? Persia? Who do the Mamluks dislike so I can get them on my side? The Ottomans, Poland, Karakonlu. Okay. Look, we share so many common enemies. Don't you want to be... Let's get this mess of little stacks back over to home. We can see these land. Yeah, do that. Repay a couple of loans. We're back to being a great power, and there's trouble in now. Once all the armies are over here, we get Sufi Shrine until the end of a game. Local unrest -2, local tax income +2. Or we get it until January 1479. I want to move towards legalism though. I want that ability that gives you -2 corruption so I can debase currency, and I want the extra manpower generated by it. Oh, you want mill axes, do you? No, I'm gonna let you waste your time over here as much as possible. Okay, they've buggered off into that, so just go sort that out. Nope, they were passing through, damn it. Oh, these are Muscovite separatists to begin with. So of course they're not gonna cause trouble for me. Extend the loans. We are still not making money. Oh, for a moment there it was clickable. Our theologian has died. Oh, so expensive though. But then compared to how much we're already spending, not that much expensive. Okay, our army is now at like 2/3 of the full size of what it could be. It is not ideal. Not presenting as big of a threat to the world as I would like to be. I just saw Muscovy's name move, which I very much dislike. Allies, Cochin, Nanai, Karadel, Afghanistan. A truce with Sweden has ended, in some revolts. Muscovy integrated some more of its subjects, that's... split the stack. One of you go over here, kill those. One of you go over here with General, and give me a 1k stack to go deal with it. There we go. Do we even have any army professionalism for me to worry about with mercenaries? No, we don't. Which means we can take mercs completely unhindered. KHAAAAN, with its lack of allies, is defending against the Ottomans. Oh, you border it up here. Crap. Usually you can cut the Ottomans off with Akkonlu, but because they've got this one province here, they have access. Hopefully Akkonlu occupies some of this and cheats the Ottomans out of the land. But knowing my luck, I don't see it happening. I think they're gonna get exactly what they want. Let's not push that far ahead. We can maybe... It will be super expensive, but we could look into deving the institution. It might be worth doing. It's now 1470. So we have 140 years to conquer a chunk more of Muscovy, the entirety of the steppes, all of Persia, and a good chunk of Ming. I think we're not being quite aggressive enough, but I also don't know how I could be more aggressive at this point in time. Because I just don't have the money to maintain the mercenary army. But I need to. 17 loans out of my 21. Oh, that sucks so much. You need money to pay for your army. You get more money by piecing people out and taking their money in the process. But to piece someone out, you have to beat them first, which means you need enough money to win that war in the first place. And I think I just don't quite have the cash or the skill to be really destroying people that quickly. Hard to say. I mean, it's far too early to be giving up. We still want to keep trying. But perhaps we keep trying next time. Yeah, 3 hours in. I've been trying to stream a little later so that it's in a better time slot for more people to catch it. But it also means that obviously it's later, so I'm getting tired. Might have to shift my sleep schedule a little. See if I can stay up later, get up later. Okay, for now, let's have a look for people to raid. A little easier with EU4, there tends to be more people on playing the game. Who's looking suitable today? I don't think anyone I know is on, unfortunately. I would raid into them instead. Where? Few people playing EU4. Not seeing any other VTubers around. Oh, there's one I think, but it's in Russian, so no good for us. Sluik is live. Good raid, Sluik. Playing multiplayer game. I did see the announcement on the Discord. But no, let's raid someone smaller who can use the viewers. Raid channel, and we'll raid this guy. Alright, start raid. Well, it's been an enjoyable stream. I do always love to play EU4, even if I think I'm not conquering fast enough to realistically be able to make it into the KHAAAN achievement. Just playing Horde is always fun. I love the raise mechanic. I love how just full speed go they are at all times. It's very, very fun. We'll probably continue this tomorrow with a fresh pair of eyes, see if I can do anything a bit differently, see if I can look up some Horde strategies in the meantime. For now, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you then.